Hello and welcome to this entry onto the meats playlist, and we will be taking a look at this guy, the fourth and final regular line product from Baja Jerky. Alright, so this is the 24th overall video on the meats playlist. This is the fourth, as I said, and final of their regular line. There is a smaller two-product line that I will most likely be doing in the near future. But for now, this is it. This is lime and Serrano pepper beef jerky, if I am pronouncing that correct. Serrano? I'm not sure, because I am not familiar with that pepper, to tell you the truth. I have heard of it in passing, but I cannot think how they pronounce it at this time. So, light tang heat with zest, they are claiming. The packaging is it's not showing right on this equipment, but it is a very refreshing popping green. And then I see the sweet and heat down here, which is sweet 2, heat 7. Up until this point, the heat has been no higher than, I think, 3. So that does give me a little bit of pause. But this product line has been very good to me in general. The highlight of it was their original, which is 3 videos back. I will link that at the end in one of the pop-up boxes. All right. But overall, outside of their original, they have all been excellent. The original was just really, really stand out. So it is saying gluten-free for the 0% of the population watching this that has a gluten problem. No nitrates or nitrates added. And then they have a little asterisk after that. So the nitrate thing is basically they don't add any, but it is naturally found. And I'm not quite sure what they are suggesting. Except for which occurs naturally in sea salt. So they are using sea salt as the salt for the product. And then it has no added MSG. And then there's a double asterisk. Except that which occurs naturally in tamari sauce. Okay, so they're using tamari sauce in it, and it is found naturally in that. Overall, you have a pretty clean product. It is a 2.5 net weight ounce bag. That is 0.15 ounce less than a bag of Jack Links. Okay, that's 0.15 net weight ounces less. So it looks small. The packaging is tighter in dimensions. This is made for the Baja Jerky Company of Bueno Park, California. All right. It does not say who is actually making it. This is another deal where the Baja Jerky Company is actually a cubicle space in some office park and somebody else makes it, but they are not saying who. It is made with 100% natural beef. This is something I had seen in passing in a couple places, but really started noticing with this product line. When they say natural beef, which is sort of like, isn't all beef, right? Hormone-free. The cattle involved with making this product have not been injected with anything themselves. All right? So that is about it. They do have a nutritional information here. Now I'm going to show you it on the page that I wrote up. There are, in this package, 2.5 servings. Obviously, anybody watching this, myself included, is going to eat the whole bag in a sitting. So keep that in mind when you see the nutritional information. If you want the full count for the entirety of the bag, grab a calculator, your phone, whatever you use, and multiply all the numbers you're about to see by 2.5. All right? And with that, you can pause in 3, 2, and 1. And we're moving on. So, I'm hoping this isn't like ridiculously hot. I really am, but, you know, even if it is, I can still give you... Number one, some people will like that, and I get it. I'll be able to give a fair assessment of it, unless it's, like, so ridiculously over the top that I'm trying to get it out of my mouth. I'm not foreseeing that. So, they got 2 tabs. And they rip pretty straight. Ziplocs are usually not engaged, but what I just ripped off there is a sealed seam until you tear it. So the Ziploc does not need to be engaged. Well, that is an interesting smell. Okay, it's not reading as overly hot, but there is almost like orange staining on the inside of the bag. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. Do you see that? That's what you're looking like in there. You're not going to be able to tell anything from that, so I'm going to dump it out. Oh, wow. That is powdered with something very, very red. Let's get that out of there. I try to remove all temptations. Actually, I really have nothing against the packets themselves. It's just that they're made in China. They're Chinese. That's my bias. So, this is what you're looking at. I don't know if you can register the red powdery substance that's all over this stuff. The powder, whatever they're using, if they were trying to get like a whole thing like, let's make this stuff look hot, it worked. You've successfully made this look scary as all hell. Anyway, well, jeez, okay. Okay, so this is the common sizes of this one. They have been different the way they've been cut. The original was in longer strips. The ones following that were varied in length. Usually the same width. This one seems sort of all over the place. The stuff is not bit formed, though. I'm just going to bite the bullet now because I'm actually talking to sort of delay this. It's really good. It's a little zingy in the mouth. I'm not picking up a lot of... Let me rephrase that. I'm not picking up a lot of heat yet. Wow. Okay, it is definitely... There is some zing, but it's not registering as heat. It's registering as, like, zing. Like mouthfeel. And it's making me salivate, like, a lot. So basically, this is sort of just the beef jerky version of chew. The Serrano pepper, though, I am coming around to the memory of it. It's good. Now, how are they? Light, tangy, heat with a zest. Okay, the zest part, definitely. Heat a little bit in the after effect. It is light and it is tangy. The tangy and zest are sort of going hand in hand here. My mouth is really watering, like a lot. So it's not really hot while you're eating it. So you can enjoy the flavor. The aftertaste, though, it gets a little heated on that. The product is not quite the moisture level of the first original, but it's more than the second one and probably on par with the third. Reviews of this product line. this being the fourth. It's a bit of a chew though still. I wouldn't call it rubbery. Okay, it's not like a Jack Link's tender. But it's not traditional jerky, thin and dry. Alright? The more you eat, there is more heat. But it's really good. This is the one you want to go with if you like hot stuff. It is noticeably hotter than any of the others. The others did have lower numbers in the heat portion, but they were much lower. Now that I've eaten more of this, there is definitely a heat. I am not finding it. I don't know if I'd buy this of my own accord. I'd probably buy the original. It's a little bit too much heat for me, but it's not taken to like insane levels, like where I'm just like, I can't even taste anything because I'm trying to swallow this as quick as I. It's not to that level, but it is pretty darn spicy. So anybody that is, you know, partial to stuff with a heat kick, this is the one. Now again, I had always overpassed this because of the way this looks, okay? It screams Southern California. And, you know, it's not a political thing, like, as much as I joke around and whatnot. Even if Southern California was more conservative, it's just a culture that it basically alien to me. And I have relatives that live there, out there. So this didn't appeal to me, beef jerky. I mean, you know, not in the sphere of beef jerky. This was like, nah, that's not how you face a product when you're in the beef jerky market. That said, I was terribly, terribly wrong for having that assumption on my part. So this whole product line, there's been 4 of them, the 3 videos before this and this one, the whole thing is Sammed, all right? The standout, they were all excellent. They really were. This one included. But their original is something to get excited about. I will be buying that for myself sometime in the future because I do not see these around me. I will link them, the product from my Amazon storefront. It's expensive. All right, this is not something I'm suggesting someone do unless maybe you're tacking it onto something you're ordering from Amazon anyway. I made a particular order for this because I do this and it's in my interest to keep going with these things and I have to. But it's running like $6 a bag, you know. That said, $6 a bag is worth a try of this stuff. But again, the original was, it's in the running for the best jerky I've ever had. Okay, I still think the goat jerky, which is at the beginning of this playlist, beats it. But I can't go back and check, but it would seem that the pandemic has taken out the goat jerky company. So, anyway, this has been my review. Excellent stuff. This one has heat. If you like that, this is the one you want to go with. Lime and Serrano pepper. Beef jerky. There is a bit of lime, too. And I think that is part of the tangy sensation. It's not overblown by any means, but it's there. It just doesn't quite register as lime flavor-wise. But I think that is part of what's making my mouth water as much as it is. Anyway, I do hope you guys all are well. Do take care of yourselves. And as always, God bless.